I come across a banker.
Oh, that's nice.
But first of all, I was first talking to his girlfriend that he's been with for like, I don't know, 9 months, a year. And I was talking to her, and he was standing next to her. And she was talking to me, she started up with, like, stuff, about partnerships and stuff like that. So, I was explaining that to her. And then she got onto, like, loans and credit cards and that, and stuff like that, saying, oh, she couldn't pay for them, etc., etc., etc. Then I started telling her exactly how the banks work and that. And she was like, this is amazing. And all the time he was standing next to me and he's looking and he's fucking thinking like that. And then he started talking to me. Right, so then I started explaining everything to him, yeah, which the fact he already knew. Yeah, so because he already knew, he started saying, how do you know all this stuff? And I said, oh, I've been studying it. I said, a few people I've met, they've been studying it a bit longer than me, but we all get together like and talk about it and stuff like that. And I said, yeah, we've got it down to a T now, exactly how they work, what they're doing and stuff like that. He said, bloody hell. He goes, yeah, well, what I do is I buy, he says he invests because he's a banker. He says we basically buy bonds when we get the bonds and we sell them. And I said to him, because he said something different, and I've heard it before what he said, and straight away it came to me, and I said, oh, you buy birth certificate bonds, don't you? And his face, he just dropped, and he just looked, and he just went, how do you know that?
The asset backing the security. That's it.
Yeah, he said, yeah, something like that. And as soon as I said it to him, he goes, yeah, and I explained to him exactly what happens. And he said, yeah, he goes, fucking hell, he says, hardly anyone knows about that. But what he said is that you know, like when the government exchanges for the promissory notes, don't like banks then buy the bond. And he said everyone, all the bankers and all that, he said that's what they buy. He says it's fuss about to go down. He says like the stock exchange is going to go down or whatever. He says everyone buys the bonds because he says they know that the bonds are worth like a value because everyone's always going to pay tax.
Well, exactly, because as you know, and as I've said many a times, is that the people are the asset backing the debt owned by the government. So because people are so silly, or they've been, indoctrinated in this whole madness, they think that everything that they're giving the government is debt that they have to pay. But in actual fact, as correspondence I've sent you before, the government own the debt. People are the asset backing the security. The security is the securitization, which is their signature when they go into the banks, when they go into the ASDA. Those pieces of paper that they sign are the securitization, which these companies gather together and sell it on to different companies, which then goes to the Bank of England, which they now use to trade on the international stock exchange. And then the other countries go, but how are you going to pay off this debt? Well, the people are always going to pay, because the people want to have cars, they want to have houses, and they want to think that they're actually doing something for themselves. But all these things that they have is what's going to enslave them, because they're afraid of losing it all.
Yeah, and that's why they take it to the court, isn't it? Because the banks own your bonds, don't they?
That's right. And then
that's why they're saying we're going to take it to court. And then that's why they say, what's your days? And then the court is basically taking your title away from you to then go and earn some money, behind the stage money that you don't see. But that's where you're basically going in. But this is what the banker was saying. He was just saying that every time, like, pay your taxes and all that, that goes straight to the bank. He says every time the government want more money, anyway, all the birth certificates, they put them together and they just say the same thing. They go, oh, we've got. He said all they're doing is a future investment. They get the birth certificate from. He said it's just a background check on the family.
Exactly. It's a futures trading. Futures trading. And I said this, and who did I say this to the other day? I was having a conversation with one of my friends. Like, me and him started this stuff out together, but he's gone down the banking world, and there's a trader in Liverpool Street. And I sent him a text message the other day saying that China has stopped using the US as the world's currency, and they want to be trading in their own currency. And on the trading floor where he works at, he says how he just went up to his colleagues and goes, oh, look at this text. And when they saw that, they all started selling their dollars. just off a text that I sent him. And I said, but don't these people know that? He goes, no, they don't know anything. And then I sent him a text later saying, the funny thing is that you and a couple of people that I know are doing futures trading. But the thing is, there is no future, because that's why they're doing bailings now. Because they realize this whole bubble is going to explode very, very soon. So there is no future. Putting everything up to the future, all of this sort of stuff, is gotten to a monumental level now where there is no future. So you guys are going to have to take all the monies that you can now. Hence why one of my other friends that used to be a trader, he still trades on the side. I tell him this is all a sham. But anyway, he got into a bit of bothering. He was paying this money and paying that money. And I said to him, look, the reason why this company called you back, he supposedly owed them 25 grand. They gave him a discount of 85% off because they don't want to wait for him to pay it off in 669 years. We'll give you a discount. We'll give you a discount of 85%.
You've learned all this stuff, but it was great. He goes, your banker's word nightmare.
Exactly.
Yeah, I said to him, I went, yeah, but I said at the end of the day, he said the same, but everyone in the country knows this anyway. He just goes, nah, he said the government don't hold no power. He said the government, he said they've been paid for. They're nothing. They don't do nothing. They don't. He said someone rings them up, who's in charge, says, right, you've got to do this. He goes, they jump and go do it.
Now, people need to know this, and people need to stop shitting their pants every time they get a letter in.
Yeah, but no, I said to him as well, I said, it don't matter anyway. I said, because you lot don't sign anything anyway. And he goes, yeah, that's right. Yeah, because I said to him, I went, anyway, I'm going to leave you now. But I don't get arrested for fraud. And then he said, and I said, oh, that's right, you won't anyway, do you? Because you don't sign anything. And he goes, yeah, that's right. He said, none of us sign anything. Yeah, because he goes, there's no signature down. He says, who is it? And I said, yeah, Headless Horseman. He goes, exactly. Just goes to show, like, you're talking to someone that's actually out there freaking doing what we're talking about. And he's just saying the same thing. He goes, yeah, no, he goes, it doesn't hold a signature, it's not worth nothing. And he said a lot of them anyway take the right away from it. They don't want to know about it. He said, if it comes out, and like, they start bringing all these, whatever you want, they start bringing a legal team in to start going through every mortgage or loan or anything like that. He says when they start going through there, they're going to see that no one's held accountable because the parties in an agreement that there is no agreement.
There you go.
He said, but it's all to do with carefully reading it and understanding it. And he said most lawyers and solicitors understand it anyway, but they just know that that's the way it goes. He said that's part of joining the thingy. He goes, and that's why all of them swear on the secret oath, don't they, before they go in.
Oh, to keep their mouth stumped.
Yeah, and that's all it is.
That's all it is.
And that's